History of Ball Pythons. Presentation produced by Jessica Blackthorne. Slideshow inspired by Dav Kaufman's Reptile Adventures. Ball python, also known as Python regius, belongs to the Pythonidae family. Family members include the Burmese python, Indian python, and the Central African rock python. Python regius natively lives in Western Africa in two different habitats, the grasslands and the woodlands, both in which are hot and humid. Discovered in the 1700s by the Europeans in Ghana, West Africa, and put into the pet trade in the 1900s due to their smaller size and handleability. When first introduced into the pet trade, eggs, babies, and nesting females were taken from the wild to be exploited, traded, and sold overseas. Now that there is an industry of captive bred snakes, the wild-caught snakes are now being used in traditional medicine, grinding the dead snake into powder to apply to snake bites. While some cities and towns in Africa practice traditional medicine and skin trading, some others worship the ball pythons. Ouidah, a town in Benin, has the most albino people in all of Africa and has the most wild ball python morphs. They believe the reasoning behind this is that they were visited by aliens many years ago and were gifted ball pythons in which were blessed by the gods. That is why, in Ouidah, they have a temple dedicated to ball pythons where you can pray to them. In the pet trade today, ball pythons are the most popular exotic pet, as they are known to be the best beginner pets. In the past, they were popular because they were easy to care for. However, today we are learning more about them and suspect that they aren't that easy to care for. 40-gallon used to be their bare minimum enclosure size. Now that seems too small for an adult, the minimum going up to 55 to 75 gallons. Something else that has changed over the year for these reptiles are their morphs, a genetic mutation. As the very first morph was an albino made in 1997. To make these morphs, people would selectively breed to mix different colorings and patterns and call each newly discovered one a morph. This is a ball python care guide that I made myself and not narrating it because I want you all to read it yourselves so you all actually are paying attention to it. This was all heavily inspired by Dav Kaufman's video on ball pythons, so go check his video out too. Thanks for watching.